Purpok here, and welcome back to another episode of Race the Ramen, the show where I attempt to review something unscripted in the amount of time it takes to boil an instant ramen. And today we'll be taking a look at Shrek Retold, available to watch now free on YouTube. Okay, we're going to start the timer right now. Okay, so, Shrek Retold. Why am I talking about this right now? Should I be talking about something more relevant? Well, nay. Race the Ramen is for anything I want to talk about in a short form fashion. I was looking for a video for a rainy day, and I've been wanting to talk about this movie for a while because I keep finding it resurfacing in my mind for whatever reason. Shrek Retold is a retelling of the movie Shrek by over 200 different artists in live action, animation of all kinds of styles, mixed media type stuff. It was all organized by one Grant Dufresne of 3GI Industries, another YouTube coalition that does all kinds of silly stuff. And as I said, this movie has been occupying my mind a strange amount for the past however long I've known about it. It's been out for a couple years now, and there's been further projects from the people who worked on it, including Sonic Rebuilt, which was a retelling of the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA, which I thought that was interesting, and I was going to maybe do a Race the Ramen on it, but I find Shrek Retold to be much more entertaining and much more interesting, honestly. Basically, it's one of those reanimate type collab things, mixed with the stylings of a YouTube poop, with all the meme culture that surrounds Shrek these days, intermixed with genuine hard work and effort and love for the character and all kinds of crazy shit. It's so hard to describe this movie. I could just say it's a really weird, random retelling of Shrek that's just like a giant shitpost, but it feels like more than that. You look in the behind-the-scenes stuff for this movie, you see that there was actually a lot of time and effort put into a lot of these sections, and a lot of good luck that led to some of these even happening, and passion and genuine belief in this project from the people involved. And it comes off as genuine, even when the tone is like a parody of the original movie, or even when there are parts that look terrible, and there are parts that look terrible. A lot of it looks really bad, but that's part of its charm. Everything in this movie is part of the joke, and I find that to be so fascinating and effective. There are parts that are laugh out loud hilarious, there are parts that are just confusing, there are parts that look great and had a lot of effort put into them. Clearly, there are some that didn't. There's all kinds of crazy characters and people in this movie that were involved in. It's so interesting to see how people interpret the same piece of art when given the opportunity. And it feels like a legitimate movie. Even if it's ripping off another movie and it doesn't have the highest production value, it is true, passionate filmmaking. It's entertaining as hell, and I honestly could not come up with much more than that if you ask me. It's fantastic, and you should watch it. Just do it. Get it over with. Okay. Over with. Hopefully that gave you a decent impression of what I think of the movie. It's difficult to sum up my opinions on this, honestly. I know it's a great big joke, really, but it's such a good joke with so much hard work clearly put into it that it's just something I keep coming back to. There was a limited release of this movie on VHS, physical media, outdated physical media, VHS, and you know what? There it is in my hand. I did it. I bought this because I genuinely love this stupid movie. I have a signed poster on my door. I've watched the director's commentary. I've watched the movie with friends like a bunch of times and by myself more than once. It's just really entertaining. And if I were to grade it as like a legitimate movie, I don't know how I would. I really don't know, because it defies a lot of the basic rules. A lot of parts are intentionally bad, and it mixes all this stuff together in a way where it truly, your mileage will really vary depending on who you are. But maybe with some friends and some inebriants, if you can acquire them and it's legal, then who knows, you could have a great time with it. I continue to have a great time with it. Thank you 3GI, thank you everyone involved. And you know what? Again, I don't know how I would rank this on like a proper scale if I was grading the whole thing. But really, if we're basing it just on entertainment and how much I appreciate this movie, how much I like this movie, 10. No question. I don't regret this even a little bit. 10 out of 10 in terms of entertainment and appeal. I love this stupid fucking movie. It's so much fun. And they clearly cared and tried really hard. And for real, the soundtrack is really good. You're hearing it now, you've been hearing the all-star cover over this. If future me has done things right. Check out the soundtrack, I'll leave a link in the description. Watch the movie, it's free on YouTube. Check out 3GI and their other stuff. Maybe you'll like it. Trust me, you might enjoy it. And, just a quick thing. You better do this. Otherwise you'll upset Jalokio.
This is a work of art birthed from my tears. I call it Jalopio to ensure its formal consistency. I spell his name differently each time I speak.
I'm not a puppet.
I'm a real boy.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking out to the end of the video. My next big video is coming down the pipeline still, trust me, it's coming. If you want to see other videos like this, feel free to check out other Race the Ramens and Purple Pocket Pirate episodes on my channel. If you'd like to keep up to date on what I'm doing, projects I might be making, stuff like that, feel free to follow me on Twitter at PurpocPartyBus. I also have a Patreon these days if you're interested in that sort of thing, link in the description. Thank you all so much again for sticking out to the end. I will see you all next time, which is hopefully soon. Have a good night. Take care, guys. Goodbye.